Jim, people missed you being around here the last 2 years. Did you miss being around here?
Yes, I did. Or I do miss being around. You know, businesses, it's the way it is. And, you know, I had so many great memories here and great reception. My organization, American Program, has been here in the schools, and a lot of friends, a lot of great experiences. So yeah, I'm glad to be sitting here in Cleveland, regardless of what anybody thinks. And you know, it's been a great part of my life.
When you get to that stadium on Sunday, and then that'll be the first time you see your name up there on that Ring of Honor, just talk about that. You're right there with Otto Graham and Paul Brown. You three are.
Well, see, that's where I always get in trouble, because I'm not looking forward to saying my name anywhere. I was just in there talking to Ross Feetman, and we were talking about the 6-4 championship team, and we were laughing about things that went on. We were laughing about, before that, Paul Brown and the way that he dealt with us, and the way that he dealt with me. So we have those memories. And validation is never something that I've ever in my life. I would be validated. It is what it is, and that's what it is.
Hey Jim, Mike Holmgren said he was going to reach out to you and try to patch things up. Is that something you're amenable to doing?
This is pretty good. Absolutely. Mike called me the other day. He left a message. And I think last night I had my wife text him to say that I'd be very happy to meet with him. So I'm looking forward to sitting down with him at this particular time. I don't know when, so sometime today I hope to be able to contact him and sit down with him. Because we didn't have much of a confrontation. It's that, you know, respect is always important among all of us, so I'm looking forward to it.
JB, are you looking to have a role with the Browns?
I would love to have a role with the Browns. I think that's what every ex-player would like to do most of all, to be a contributor to the success of an organization that he was a player that brought about a certain amount of success. So, as I said earlier, I'm stuck with being number 32 of the Cleveland Browns, and you can't do anything about that. Don't want to do anything about it. Y'all can't do anything about it. You know, if you didn't like the way I ran the ball, that's one thing. If you, I can always like my politics. But the fact we are married because of that history. And if I can be a part of the development of a new winning attitude and help get some victories, man, that would be fantastic. Can you imagine having a championship team here again?
Well, what role would it take then to satisfy you?
Well, a lot of great things have been happening. I think through John Wooten, we're going to have a meeting Saturday with the owner. It'll be the first time we've met. And what an opportunity, you know, to be able to sit down with him and to be free for, you know, he can express himself, I can express myself. And that's all one can ask at this time. It's a beautiful thing that he made time to set up a meeting that we can sit down.
What do you feel about putting a roof on the stadium?
Can you say that louder?
They're talking about putting a roof on the stadium. How you feel about that?
That's how I feel about it. It's like, hey man, it's okay with me.
Hey Jim, what have your impressions been of Trent Richardson after 2 games?
You know, that's funny, you know. I did this show with ESPN, and I said he looked like he was an ordinary runner to me. And it was like a firestorm coming out of the mountains. Put it this way. Every year we have a Heisman Trophy winner. Great football players in college. But you always wait until they become a pro to see if that translates, you know, from college to pro. There's no disrespect in waiting to see a person prove themselves. And if you're going to pick out a future Hall of Famer, you want to truly believe 100% that this guy has that kind of talent. So if you tell me he has that kind of talent and I don't see it, then I'm going to respond that way. Now the great thing about sitting here today is that I saw a flash of the talent and I loved it. I mean, why wouldn't you love to see a running back make 2 or 3 or 4 or 5 moves and shed those tacklers? Because ultimately a great running back has to get rid of tacklers without his blockers being a part of it. You got to break tackles. So I was happy to see him show that kind of talent. And if he showed it on 2 or 3 plays, then you know he has it. And if he works hard enough, dedicate himself, deal with the right attitude, and have the good fortune of not being injured, then he could have, I think, a real fine career.
Do you look forward to meeting him? Tell him the same thing?
Oh, absolutely. Most of my life is dealing with young people. And I definitely look forward to meeting him and talking about these exact things. You know, Curtis Martin just went in the Hall of Fame. You know, that's just like having like being a surrogate father to Curtis Martin. Ray Lewis, I just was with him in Baltimore. And great relationship. So part of my life is to deal with young players and try to lend something to the future in the way that they're going to live their life. You know? So it'll be interesting to see how he's dealt with the comments. And if he's bold enough to say how he feels about me talking about it, then we'll have a great conversation.
You said your comments motivated him. Was that your intent?
Well, I tell you, my intent is always to make a contribution to the positive. And there's no doubt about it. You put it out there, and a great one will not respond to you, but the great one will respond to what you put out there and what a lot of people put out there. And so, yes, it's a part of my strategy to put something out there that is going to make a young person accept that particular challenge and give us something here that we're going to need to get over this hump, because right now Cleveland Browns football is not where we all want it to be, and there's going to have to be some bold moves and the kind of changes and the kind of attitude that's going to bring us back to that top level of competitors.
What was your reaction when you heard Randy was selling the ball?
Well, I suspected that that would probably happen at some time. I wasn't surprised. And, you know, I was glad for him, because Randy is a good human being. But I don't know that he really wanted to be an owner. I can't say he didn't, but I didn't see that particular thing in him. His father was different. And I have great respect for the family. His mother's a fantastic lady. And like I say, he's a good guy. But in the world of battling for championships and being an owner and the criticism that goes with it, and what you have to do to win the fans over and the media, you know, some people are not cut out for that.